Hello, and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming. This video shows you how to get the hardest missions in Pac-Land for Pac-Man Museum Plus, which is completing level 10, getting the 50,000 score, and eating 20 ghosts. Pac-Man walks by default, and you want to double tap right on the D-pad so he starts running, and you always want to be running as you have a ghost constantly chase you the entire game. Proceed to jump over fire hydrants and cars. There is also a time limit represented by pack dots at the bottom screen that disappears, and when they are all gone, the ghost catches you and you lose a life. Just like any other Pac-Man games, the power pellets will turn all ghosts blue and you can defeat them for points. We need 20, so always worth staying near a power pellet till a bunch of enemies are near you, then get as many as you can. Don't forget when you change direction with Pac-Man to double tap the D-pad in the direction he's going to run. If you push the fire hydrant to the left, that is to the right of the power pellet, you can get a cap that will protect you from the little ghost, to make things a little easier, but not worth the risk if there is enemies about. These are the planes that throw out little ghosts, and if you are wearing the cap they won't hurt you but instead give you points. If you are not wearing the cap, then always run but sometimes stop to let them pass. Wait until all the planes are near the power pellet and then try to defeat the small ones before they disappear, and then jump high to get the other ghosts. Now every level in the game, the enemies are always in random positions and placements, so it won't be exactly like this video. For example, I'm running straight forward and the UFO ghosts are down, so you have to jump over them, but I have played this level where they are high in the air and you run under them. Keep jumping forward as there is a lot of tree stumps in the way and they are hidden by the trees in the foreground. Like the UFOs, the ghosts in the pogo sticks, you have to judge when they are up to go under them or jump over, or run to the left to let them jump high so you can quickly go under them. These log sections pushes you forward or backwards, so you will have to do a mix of running and walking to time the jumps. This bridge which moves, just keep jumping forward and don't stop. Avoid the little ghost and you're going to come up to a spring jump over some water. When you reach the end of the spring jump, jump and keep tapping the D-pad right and the jump button to propel yourself over the water. Wait until a bunch of enemies appear and eat the power pellet and defeat the enemies. The fairy gives you some magical boots for you to navigate the previous levels to get back home. Keep pressing jump and you can fly. Make sure that you activate run so you fly faster. Keep under or over the planes. If you got the cap, just run under the planes that drop the tiny ghost. If you haven't got the cap, just stop and wait to run past. Run as soon as you can, jump over the hydrants and cars. You will easily avoid the ghost throwing the little ghosts out of the window. Hydrants now spit water at you. It won't kill you, but will propel you forwards. You have to time your jumps over the buses. Too soon or too late will end in losing a life. On top of the third bus, immediately jump to avoid the car. This is one of the hardest levels. Avoid the ghosts on pogo sticks by going under or jumper over them. Then it's time to do 3 spring jumps in a row. The first one is easy. Don't forget to constantly tap on the D-pad and the jump button. The second jump is much longer, and then be careful of the little ghosts, and the third jump is the hardest. You should have plenty of lives to take a loss of life without exiting the level to start the level again, so you can start at the third ramp. Even losing 2 lives would be okay, but personally I needed to lose a life in level 8. As soon as you land after the third big jump, jump to get to the power pellet. This is a point where I defeated over 20 ghosts, which completes the mission, eating 20 ghosts in a single playthrough. Watch out for the pogo stick ghosts before you complete the level. This level, stick to the top section as much as you can. Also, mix running with walking, as you must stop before the water rises, as if Pac-Man touches the water, it will suck you down to the water below and you will lose a life. If you see water coming out of a fire hydrant, go to another level of platforms to avoid it. The ship extends a platform below, but you can jump straight over to the other side. This section, jump fly to island to avoid the planes. You will face lots of planes throwing out little ghosts, and they are behind the trees, so watch out for their eyes that show. The pattern here is to run forward, then stop and move right to avoid the little ghost, then continue running left. This level you have a double spring jump, not as hard as level 6, but you still got to jump right at the end of the spring ramp. And don't forget to tap right on the D-pad and jump. If you get the fruits, then you have perfectly timed it, but if you are just below the fruits, you can still make it. After the jumps you will face lots of planes throwing out small ghosts and UFO ghosts, so lots of stop and starting to run to avoid everything. This bit, the surrounding area around the skull, is quicksand, and I've tried a few times to get past this bit without dying, perhaps running and jumping on the cactus then jumping over, but I always land on the quicksand. This is the second time I take a loss of life and you restart after the quicksand. Avoid the enemies and get the power pill as soon as possible. Plenty of enemies to rack up some points. This level is a lot easier than some of the previous levels, constant enemies that you have to run under, jump over, or stop and wait till you get an opening. When you complete the level, you will complete the majority of the missions, and you will need to complete 20 levels and defeat 50 ghosts, but not on the same playthrough, so just keep playing until you complete the last few missions to complete all missions. You do have to do a playthrough, and then exit to arcade every time you want to check your progress. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more achievement and trophy guides for retro releases of modern consoles. The channel also has achievement and trophy guides, secret and tips from the latest game releases. Thanks for watching.